Yo, YouTube, welcome to the Real Football Podcast, episode 5. I'm Jake. I'll be hosting today, and I've got a new face with me here. Terrence was occupied, so
hmm
got my friend Jaxon here. Why don't you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Jackson, filling in for Terrence. I've been a Wolverhampton Wanderers supporter for about going on 3 years now. Followed soccer for about 3 years as well, so I'm new to the sport, but I love the sport. I just want to talk about it today.
All right, let's talk about it then. Let's
Let's
get
do it.
into it. We got to hop right in. What do we have? What do we have on Saturday? Man, this is going to be a war. What do you think about it?
I'm very prepared for this one. I'm gonna lose some sleep watching this game in about. I think it starts in about 9 hours
Yeah,
at 6:30 in the morning over there at Goodison Park. Everton have been on a roll. They're in form. You got Liverpool, who looked like they just got promoted against Villa. It
yeah.
was terrible. 7 goals they allowed, and I think I'm gonna actually, if we can go into predictions right now, I'm gonna predict who's gonna win, and then I can tell you why I feel that way.
All right, do it.
I don't think anyone's gonna win. I think it's gonna be a 2-2 draw.
Really?
I do.
That's interesting. That's how I was gonna go with this also.
Uh,
I don't know about 2-2, but I'm picking a draw here.
yes. See, I'm thinking Calvert Lewin's gonna net at least two,
Okay.
and that'll be for them. And then for Liverpool, I think it's gonna be a Van Dijk header off of a corner, and a Salah gets in the box, gets on his left, powers it past Pickford. Pickford probably get a touch to it. He always does.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm looking forward to see what Liverpool's going to do with Adrian still playing
Yeah.
because Allison's still out with that injury, and Adrian did not look comfortable at all.
He hasn't looked comfortable as a Liverpool player except for when he buried that penalty top corner. So yeah.
Exactly. So I'm thinking he'll have a better game, not give up 7 goals. He still might have a mistake, you know,
Yeah.
but you're going to need the back line, Liverpool's back line, to step up. Van Dijk's got to get together with Henderson and Arnold, and who else is back there?
It'll be Joe Gomez probably.
Joe Gomez, yes. See, they all allowed a goal that deflected off of them
Yeah.
against Villa. Each one took one. They looked a little disjointed back there, and you know, if you get James Rodriguez, if he comes in, if you get Lewin or Charleston, Richarlison he actually was on an international break for Brazil. He scored a couple goals for them, so that's
He did
exciting for them.
great. Yeah.
I could see an Everton just killing them, but I could also see Liverpool just coming back to ground, playing like they have for the last 3 years.
Right. Okay, let me tell you, let me read you a stat here and then I'm going to contradict the stat. Okay, are you ready?
I'm
So
ready.
time there's obviously at Goodison Park tomorrow. The last time that they beat Liverpool there was October 17th, 2010. That's in the league. I don't know if they pulled one off any other time, but October 17th, 2010. Do you know who was playing for Liverpool and Everton in 2010? You ready for this?
Yes.
Tim Howard.
Oh,
Okay. Leighton Baines at left back, Phil Jagielka central defense. Let me see, Seamus Coleman, Mikel
yep.
Arteta, the Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta, starting right in the middle of the park. Tim Cahill, and then for Liverpool, Pepe Reina in goal, Konchesky in defense, Jamie Carragher in defense, Martin Skirtle, Steven Gerrard, Joe Cole, Lucas Leiva, and Fernando Torres.
Mm,
That's how long it's been.
wow.
I think I think this is going to be the one. I do. I've made up my mind. In the last 5 minutes, I've made up my mind.
October 17th, 2020 is going to be the day.
Hey man, it's a good 10-year anniversary, man. This
In
is
front of no fans.
yeah,
Oh,
man. I'm just thinking. Pickford had an error against them recently. I don't know if that'll be on his mind. It was only for a draw, but man, James has been playing so well. He's such a dynamic back post runner. Richarlison is in form. That midfield, man, I love that midfield. If they can figure it out in defense
Mm-hmm.
against this team, because it is this team, we always talk about, the three-headed monster. But man, I think Everton are going to score at least two. And shoot, I mean, they're going to take a point. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Everton will not go away empty-handed.
Ooh.
So
So, so, what do you think are Everton's expectations for tomorrow? Do you think they're with that mindset we can beat them?
yes,
We're better than them.
with Ancelotti, absolutely. That's what he does. I mean, dude's got Champions Leagues. I mean, he's only been there for. I mean, he's not been there for long, But
Mm-hmm.
man, would that be nice to have in that locker room? And I don't know. Are you scared of that team that just got
No,
destroyed?
I'm not. I am. I want to play that team. That's the one team I would want to play the week or 2 weeks. The last game they had, they lost by 5 to Villa.
Yeah,
So,
and
okay, Villa's technically in second place right now. They haven't lost a game. I mean, that's going to change.
yeah, the matchup could be interesting. I think that Villa were built that they played the game in a very smart way. Like Arsenal, if they when they play Liverpool, they're going right at them, right at their throats, and
Mhm.
they're not going to pull it out.
Yeah.
Aston Villa controlled 12% of the ball, played 50 long balls, and they scored 7 goals. I don't know if Everton does that. Ancelotti that's probably not his plan, but man, I still like them here. I don't know. They might, they just got dominated, destroyed, made fun of for a whole 2 weeks. They had no relief, to people
Hmm.
talking about it the whole time. But I'm
Yeah, I don't think for Everton, I don't think they should switch their game plan up much. I mean, they haven't lost yet.
yeah.
They ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, you say that, but who have they played is the thought.
Yeah. Well, maybe at halftime, if it's not working,
Yeah,
then
I mean
they play smarter.
that's how you know you're a great manager. And Ancelotti, he's definitely a great manager. So, all right, let's move on here. I'm looking forward to this. Uh,
Jeez.
I'm intrigued on your thoughts here. All right, we got
Yeah.
Manchester City and Arsenal. Some new news here. It's not exactly new, but Kevin De Bruyne, some kind of muscle injury. You know how vague they are on diagnosis. I read
Mm.
that it was not an injury as much as he felt something, and they took him off precautionary. And then Twitter showed from the Belgium football club, whatever the national team Twitter showed Kevin De Bruyne went on a bike trip with the squad the next day. So
Oh.
how injured is he? And then he withdrew from the squad. Maybe he wanted to go see the mountains. I don't really know what happened there, but he comes off in the 73rd minute for it was a long discussion with Roberto Martinez, and
Hmm.
they agreed it was better that he would leave the pitch, but then it was better for him to go on the bike, whatever. But yeah, the no Kevin De Bruyne. I don't expect it to be a long injury, and Sergio Aguero could return, but you know how strikers are. Strikers rarely
Hmm.
come back and start up top. I expect him to come on late. So what are you thinking here for this one?
This one, I've been I've been on the fence here because looking at what City's done to Arsenal the last 5 years, it's been bad.
Not the FA Cup. Yeah.
It's it's domination is what it is.
All of them were like 3 goals from City.
3-1, 3-0, one of the two.
Yeah.
So right here, I was watching City and Leeds play a couple weeks ago. City dominated possession like they always do,
Yes.
but Leeds had their chances.
Yeah.
Leeds did not execute on those chances.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you how many times Bamford had one-on-one with Ederson and then just scuffed it, really.
Jumped off the couch and I got right back on it so many times, man.
See, this is the thing, though. Do you see Lacazette, Aubameyang doing that? No,
Aubameyang's putting it bottom corner and missing the
absolutely.
corner flag. Yeah.
I'm saying if Arsenal's getting these chances, they're going to capitalize on these chances, unlike Leeds. I could see City, probably netting two, obviously, because it's City. They're going to score. I think if Arsenal
It's
can
Arsenal
win,
So don't
And
forget that.
if Arsenal to win this game, they need
Yeah.
three
I
goals.
That's honestly true for just about every Arsenal game, honestly. But yeah, no, I get. 'Cause, I mean, and Raheem Sterling, for some reason, the ball goes in the net against us. I don't know why it doesn't against every other team, but he I don't know. He finds it against us. So
I don't know if you looked at the table recently. City's in the bottom half.
is it Christmas yet, Jackson?
It is not Christmas yet. It is almost Halloween though.
Haven't looked at the table one time.
Well,
So
I'll let the viewers know
okay,
that
okay.
City is sitting in 14th place at 1-1-1.
Wow, that's incredible. They're getting relegated. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they have not started great. We'll see. We'll see. I think City's going to pull this one out. I think it's going to be close. I think it might be a late goal. See a late goal, you know, around the 90th minute, maybe in stoppage time. I see Sterling, yeah, scoring a few, and then I see Aubameyang and Lacazette. Maybe Aubameyang two, Lacazette one. I'm going 4-3 City.
Wow. Wow. No,
Is that bold?
not a boring game tomorrow, is there? Shit.
Well,
You got a 2-2 thriller at Goodison Park. Okay. I mean, you know who I support. You can clown me all day when they get smoked. Arsenal will win this match. Okay. It's time. I'm breaking curses tonight. Okay.
how much are they paying you to say that?
Done with the 10-year Goodison Park streak, and we're done with the 5-year City streak. If that team that played against Leeds shows up against Arsenal, it will be a massacre. Aubameyang will run wild. Okay, and with no Kevin De Bruyne, who was the one bright spot against Leeds.
Right.
I mean, I know that they had Sterling at striker because Aguero and Jesus were hurt, but it's like, does he start? Like, you can't start Aguero coming. He can't go
Mm-hmm.
90. You would assume.
No,
You
no
probably
way.
put him in the middle. Man, I don't know. I think that if they show up like they did against Leeds, it's an equation where you just remove the best part. I'm picking Arsenal here. I do see 2 or 3 going across the line. Maybe not as much with Arteta, how he's been and what he's brought in, but I mean I would go shoot maybe even 3-1 Arsenal, something like that. I don't think it's a clean sheet, but I'm picking Arsenal.
So do you think Arteta watched this film, that City against Leeds, and saw how bad Mendy was playing and how he was getting destroyed on every one-on-one? Looked lost out there. Do you think he's like, we're going to attack at the right,
Yeah,
go after him, see what happens?
man. If Aubameyang was left-footed, I'd pick Arsenal 10, City nil. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking exactly between Pepe and Willian out there, but you got to put that man on an island, and you got to cut in and use your. I mean,
Right.
maybe put a right footer there and put in some crosses to Aubameyang. But I think you got to go right at him. I think you got to go
Mm-hmm.
right at a lot of their. I think honestly, when you get some of their defenders running backwards, it's like they've never been there before, man. They
Exactly.
lost, and that's what we're famous for. Willian, Pepe, Sacco, Aubameyang, Lacazette. Like that's what we bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, probably no party, but I'd love to have him. That would be start him and make him play 90 against City. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I'm picking Arsenal here. It's probably the wrong decision, but I don't care. I'm picking Arsenal. I just can't pick City. How about that? It's so hard for me to pick City in this matchup. I can't.
Wow. So even with no party, you think there's still going to be a party after that? After the ref blows the whistle after 90?
I hope, man. I mean,
There,
it would be a party if we did that. I was just trying to downplay it in my head, but it's still City. You know how
it's still it's at City too.
it's still City at the empty head, literally. Yeah.
I was going to say, in this game, do you think there's going to be any penalties? We've seen a lot so far with the Prem. City has been allowing a lot of pins.
Yeah.
Allowed what, 3 to Leicester? Or was it just 2?
It was 3.
It was 3.
Yeah. I could see it. I could see it. I wouldn't bet on it
Mm-hmm.
if there was a line on the penalty, but there comes a point, especially man, Aubameyang is so nasty that you might, man, especially with how they've been defending, because we don't get, we're not going to miss those chances like Leeds did, is what I'm
No,
thinking. I'm
no
thinking
way.
the fear will make them put him down. I could see it. I could see it. Especially, yeah, like you said, with how the Prim has changed their ruling of pens or the enforcement of it
Mhm.
or whatever. Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm good here for City Arsenal. I think that's all we can do and talk about it, and we just gotta let the players play.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why games aren't played on paper. Let's do it. Let's finish this thing up. I'll let you take the lead here. We got quick picks. Okay, there's not much to talk about. It's hard to for content after an international break like this when it's not. I mean, I guess the Nations League is a major tournament or whatever they're,
No, it's not.
but yeah, let's just go right into who we got coming up next.
So we're looking at Saturday after the big game, Merseyside Derby. We got Chelsea Southampton.
What are you thinking?
I think Chelsea by a million.
Okay, wow.
I they look great against Crystal. They've got Havertz and Werner starting off slow, but they both scored for Germany against Switzerland on Tuesday. I know it's Nations League, it's Switzerland, Swiss team, isn't close to a Premier League team. Hey, they scored. They're looking good. The thing is, with Chelsea, they've got so many great players, and they brought in a lot. And Pulisic is still. I don't know if he's playing tomorrow. He's been sitting a lot. Coming off that injury. I don't
Yeah,
know if he's healthy. Southampton have been terrible defense. They against Tottenham. They
yeah, it was awesome.
conceded so many goals. They just haven't looked right yet. I'd say they're going to get relegated as of right now if they keep playing that way.
Yeah. So what's your score line here?
Uh, 5-1.
Okay, hey, I'm going 4-1. I just don't think they hold back Ings for 90 minutes. That's probably where your one comes from also, but they just can't hang. That's a massacre there. Next, Manchester City Arsenal 11:30 Central, and then Newcastle Manchester United for the 2 o'clock the late game. What do you have?
Right. I've been liking the way Newcastle plays. They added Callum Wilson from Bournemouth.
Awesome pickup.
He's been amazing.
Yeah,
United has been well. They also had a terrible game last time out
yeah,
to Tottenham,
and no
and
Martial
they haven't been in form either.
no Martial.
No
So
more. Ooh, wow. You know what? Newcastle at home, they got to go all the way up to northeastern England, all the way up there,
Pontine. I don't want to play there. Yeah.
almost to Scotland.
Shoot.
I think Newcastle 2-1.
Newcastle 2. Hey, that's what I was gonna say. Newcastle
Wow.
2-1.
Oh
So
my gosh.
shoot, yeah. I mean, I just don't know. Ole's at the wheel, but that's good news for Newcastle, I think.
Hmm.
Callum Wilson is unstoppable. When you watch Manchester United's last game and tell me Callum Wilson doesn't bag four and you're wrong. Okay. This is gonna be, I mean, I see United either. I mean, a penalty obviously could happen always with Manchester United.
Obviously.
Maybe an early goal like they did against Tottenham.
Mhm.
I expect them to fold under the pressure and some really questionable substitutions down the road. Also, I just don't see Manchester United winning that game. That's it for Saturday.
Yep.
We got Sunday slate. The early game: Sheffield United and Fulham. I'm looking
So
forward to this one. This is a bounce back. This is my
this is
bounce back for
this
the
is 19th against 20th in the table. The
that
bottom two, Sheffield. I don't even. They have a striker. I think he just plays there just to say, "Hey, I'm here." You know, they're they're defense only, and they've been allowing some goals.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to win games when you're a defense only and you don't have a defense.
Right, right. Well, the good thing is that Fulham also has a terrible defense. So I'm looking at like a. I'm probably just go 1-1 here.
Wow, one
I
one.
feel like
You are
1-1. You know, Sunday. It's a Sunday noon game there for them in England. Maybe get off. It's probably gonna be 0-0 at halftime with hardly any chances, and you know, a goal there, 1-1.
all right. You
Draw.
you love form. You pay a lot of attention to form, a lot more
I
than I.
do.
Sheffield United are much higher quality. Fulham are would they even be the fifth best team in the championship this year? I don't know. I think Sheffield bounces back here, no problem. I'm going Sheffield 2-0. That's it. I got no more to say
Wow.
about it. Fulham have looked dreadful. Absolutely, maybe the worst Premier League team I've ever watched. I know it's only been a couple of games, whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Sheffield United, they're a good team. And I don't know if Fulham put pressure on them and make them make defensive errors. So I'm going Sheffield United. After that, Crystal Palace is playing Brighton.
Hmm.
Palace will be home there. That's the 8 o'clock Central game. What do you have for that?
It's been nice watching Zaha actually play some football, and Brighton's got Mape going, and both of these teams have looked better. Palace beat United earlier in the season. Brighton, they've played some close games to Everton, to Chelsea. This one I'm gonna go Crystal 3-1. I
Wow.
just think Zaha with Townsend. I just think they're a much better team than
Wow.
Brighton is right now, especially in home. Now this is still looking at form again, but I just don't know how Brighton just can't create. I feel like a lot of time goals just fall in their laps.
Yeah.
It'd be pins or just lucky bounces, and Crystal's just a overall better team.
When I look at Crystal Palace and Brighton Hove Albion, I can't think of a more stereotypical mid-table clash than
Right.
those two teams. That's what I picture. And to honor that, I'm going a 1-1 draw here. I think
Ooh.
this is a stalemate. I think I think that in games like this, I think that teams are more scared of losing points than they are excited to gain points. And I see that being very much like a stalemate type of game. Maybe somebody gets one somewhere along the line and they park the bus too hard, and another one equalizes late. I just don't see it. In my head, there's not a team that's far and away ahead of the other one. Um, yeah, I'm going 1-1 here. Zaha
Wow.
would be the one, I assume.
You would assume.
All right. This
Next,
this one's interesting. The 10:30 Central game,
yeah,
Tottenham and West Ham. Tottenham
yeah,
coming off of a
Battle of London.
major. It is a London derby. Coming off a major victory, and also a good signing in Rodon. But
Hmm.
West Ham, they've also looked pretty good. What are you thinking for this?
Well, you said West Ham just came off a big victory. They've come off two big victories since they beat my Wolves, made us look silly,
Yeah,
and then they went and beat the Foxes.
yeah.
And now I'm not going to pay attention to form here. I think Tottenham is way better than West Ham. I think it's going to be, I'll go 2-0 here.
Okay. Um,
2-0.
I don't think that Tottenham hold them back. I think Tottenham win this game, and I hate to say it. I don't think they keep a clean sheet. But man, the way that Son has been playing is
Mm-hmm.
incredible. I shoot, and maybe we see Gareth Bale. I mean, come on. I got 3-1 Tottenham. That I don't have much more to say. I think that's an easy. You've got a Big Six team who has done really well in the transfer market, and they're on great form. Yeah,
Is Rodon playing tomorrow? Or
surely
Sunday?
not.
Yeah, I wouldn't think with the now you got that COVID protocols, got to be
Yeah,
cleared from testing and then get in with the team.
yeah, I don't know, and I don't know if that's their plan for him to be an everyday center back as much as a future rotation. Maybe put him out at fullback or CDM type of thing. But I don't know. He's from Swansea, right?
Yes.
So I don't think that buying. I don't know. Not many teams buy from down there that are Big Six and plug in directly.
No, they don't. Mm-mm.
So no, I mean we'll see him soon, but I don't think that he starts, especially after what they did to Manchester United. I'm thinking that team is gonna where they're gonna ride with that team until something's broke. Is like you said.
Yeah, see, Swansea actually had a pretty big deadline day because they sold Rodon to Tottenham, and they needed a center back, so they had to get Ryan Bennett from the Wolves, who used to play for Leicester, who was out on loan last year, and now he's going to be downgraded to the Championship, but still playing a big role in center back.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that leads us to the Leicester Aston Villa Sunday, 1:15 p.m.
This is interesting
It
because
is.
you could have told me if I was new to soccer, You could have told me that Aston Villa were the best club in the world against Liverpool. You could, and I would have bought it. That was incredible. They ran circles around them. You want to know a team that I absolutely do not want to play ever? Foxes of Leicester City. I have no desire to be
Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy, an absolute poacher, and I think that the quality. I mean, I'm gonna get right into it. I think Leicester run away with this one. Um,
Really?
I'm
Think
thinking
they fix whatever happened to them with West Ham and just
whatever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. They looked out of sorts in an awkward, unmotivated. Because not only it didn't look anything like that Villa Liverpool game. They got
no.
dominated and they got wrecked. Like I don't know, but I think this is almost a bounce back, and this is a good team. I know that Villa, whatever, they are looking hot and they've spent a lot of money or whatever, but this is a team that Leicester would hope to beat when
Yes.
when you mark it at the beginning of the season, and I expect them to bounce back. I expect Jamie Vardy to show out like he has often.
Mm-hmm. Oft.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm picking Leicester here. I'll go 2-0 or 2-1 Leicester, but I think it'll look better than that.
Also think Leicester is going to bounce back. Yeah, I've been really liking Villa. You got some players I love: Grealish, Watkins, Mings. They picked up a Chelsea player. What's his name?
Ross Barkley,
Ross Barkley. Yeah, they just submitted him right into the lineup. They got him. Was like, you're playing today.
you start. Yeah, get on the train. We need you in a jersey. Yeah, that's what they did. That's what Terrence and I talked about
Yeah.
episode 3. They got Ruben Diaz on the plane. They're like, we need you in the second half, dude.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Vardy. I'm thinking Vardy hat trick.
Wow.
Vardy hat trick. I'll make sure to captain him.
Captain him in my FPL. Is that what you're talking?
Yeah.
Okay, I will. I'll do
If
it.
you're gonna watch this before Sunday's game or before you do your lineup, make sure you captain this guy.
I'll do it right now. I'll triple captain him just for you right here. I'll do it right on screen.
He'll give you over 100 points. I'll tell you that. He's gonna do a hat trick, and I think Villa's probably gonna score two. They've been scoring goals. Score at least two. 3-2 Leicester.
All right, it's done. I have captained him. All right,
Yeah.
I hope you're right here. You said 3-2 Leicester.
3-2 Leicester.
Okay.
Do we want to talk about the games Monday?
We want to talk about the
They've
game.
been spreading out these Prem games.
These West Brom, my boys, West Brom and Burnley.
Yes, sir.
Burnley. that's that's my answer. I don't really want to talk about it, but I'm gonna go Burnley. Wood is gonna run circles around them. They don't exactly look like a Prem team currently,
Mhm.
but yeah, Burnley in this one, probably at least 2, and I hope West Brom can get 1.
Wow. That's not what I was thinking at all. I'm gonna throw a curveball on you, I guess.
Okay.
I think Burnley will look good offensive. I think they're gonna attack, probably hold possession the whole game. But I think West Brom's defense is gonna hold strong, and we're gonna end 0-0 after 90.
Wow. I've heard here. Let me get your take on this while I have you. The people are saying that if your game ends 0-0, both teams should get 0 points.
Hey,
What do you think about that?
I don't like that because you're defending your butts off for 90 minutes, and yeah, it also means you were terrible moving the ball forward and trying to score goals and probably miss tons of chances.
Yeah. But honestly, you went to a soccer field and people bought tickets in normal times. People bought tickets
Yes.
and they saw the ball. What I always say, they saw the white ball cross the white line between the 3 white pieces of metal 0 times. All right. 0
If
points.
it's
That's what
good
I
play out there, if it's good play,
Yeah, no, then that's what people I told you, I think it was you during that Leeds City game. I said people are going to look at the score and see 1-1 and be like, "Wow, I watched the game for 90 minutes and I saw 2 goals."
boring.
You're dumb. That was awesome. Like
Yeah.
that was a war. 0-0. I don't know. You can have some 0-0 wars. Maybe it's Albania versus Switzerland and hexagonal for the Euros,
30 fouls.
Oh yeah, 500 yellow cards. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But okay, you got West Brom and Burnley 0-0. Ouch. I
No,
picked
no.
Burnley to win that. Also, I have Wood in my fantasy team, so I'll be a little bit biased there, I guess.
Wow.
And then I'll let you talk about your boys. Your boys here. We got Leeds
My
and
boys. Well, my boys took that big loss to West Ham, the worst I've ever seen them play. The 3 years of watching them, had to turn it off. Actually,
yeah,
don't want any more. We bounced back, beat Fulham. Only scored one against Fulham, but we've signed some great players. We everybody was thinking about Jimenez every transfer window. They think he's leaving. He signed a contract. He's staying.
nice.
Um, we've looked good with losing Doherty to the Spurs. We've replaced him nicely. Great pickups. Um,
Your boys playing for the national team, getting a call up there.
Cody, yes sir, yes sir. He scored in a friendly, if that counts. Still, he scored, and then he actually got called up to play center back for the big boys, the
Yeah.
Three Lions.
How did
And
that
then, and then the rest of our team plays for Portugal.
go? Right, right. Yeah. Except for Raul. Everybody, yeah, you got 9 Portuguese dudes, Cody and Raul.
Hey, don't forget we have some other players out there too. We're not all Portuguese.
No. So what are you thinking here for this one? Is this would you I don't know if you'd call it a bounce back. Honestly, I would think of one goal against Fulham almost like a loss. So maybe this is a bounce back opportunity here. What do you think?
I see bounce back has got 0 points, then got three.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew you were
This
gonna.
one, I think we're just gonna get 1 point. I'm going for another draw here
Biel-
for a
Bielsa's boys they're gonna be ready, is what you're thinking?
yes, they're gonna be ready. I think we're gonna score 2 goals. I think Leeds is also gonna score two, which would be a draw. 2-2 at Leeds, coming off this international break. I know with the Wolves, they've had a quarantine since getting back from Portugal, England, so they don't even know their test haven't even came back yet. Their test won't even be back till Sunday, I think, and then they can actually go train for this game.
Hey, but we've seen in American sports that maybe you don't need to practice to play good football.
This we're talking about real football here.
I know. Yeah. Over the pond. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going 2-2. I know that would be only 4 points out of 3 matches from Wolves. I've really liked the Leeds. I think Leeds is going to stay up after this season.
Oh yeah.
They're well coached.
They're
They've got
yes.
players that just play into. They just do whatever the coach tells them to, and it works.
Yeah. I'm gonna make an incredibly general prediction here. You can get mad if you want. Okay. Both teams will score a goal.
Hmm.
Okay. And Wolves will not win. And that's my whole prediction. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna be 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, whatever. And I just know that at the end, there won't be zeros on either side, and Wolves' number will not be higher than Leeds. Leeds will either win this game or draw this game. Just incredible what Bielsa's done. And honestly, he did it last year and just couldn't quite get up, or 2 years ago, and wasn't quite able to get out of the championship.
Hmm.
This team, man, I've seen online people talking about him being the best manager in the world, and he's managing what people
Leeds.
would think a bottom 5 team in the Prim based on talent. This guy's
Hmm.
incredible, and it's like a Leicester. They're like a baby Leicester situation here, where they have definitely bought in to this dude,
Oh yeah.
and I love it. I could probably go 2-1 Leeds, but Wolves. It's just hard for me to pick against them. Yeah,
Yeah.
but based on what I've seen that they are capable of doing. But yeah, both teams are going to score, and it'll either be a draw or a win for Leeds. That's all I got.
I'm not mad,
You glad I didn't
and
say
I won't be mad if we lose to Leeds.
blown out? Your team won't get blown out. How about that?
No, no, no way. No. Wouldn't even think about it.
All right. So that's it. That's all we got. We hopefully you can tune in and we can set something up here. Um, we can have Terrence come back on the rounding up the weekend show
Yep.
on Tuesday, and he can make fun of the selections we made that are inevitably going to be terribly incorrect.
That's all right.
We can get
That's
us three in here, do the triple box, figure that out. Yeah, so just let us know what you want to see. Comment, like, and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And good job, Jackson, on your first attempt at this. You're a natural.
appreciate it. It was my premiere podcast.
Yeah, shoot. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. See you guys.
See ya.